Still Huntress again, wearing the same sweater. Yeah, I figured I'd fire out a bunch of incense videos while I've got all the stuff already on the table. And this is just a little trick that I developed for making good use of essential oils in my incense when I'm doing small batches. And this is the thing, I'm on a budget, and when I'm playing around and experimenting with different fragrances and different ideas, this is a typical batch. Tablespoon, couple tablespoons, something like that. Um, Not a lot. And what can happen is one drop of essential oil is hugely overpowering for something this small, a batch this tiny, um, out of all proportion. And so what do? What I've done is used essential oils to scent a similar material, and then I use that. I've got rose oil on rose petals, um, lavender oil on lavender petals, cherry oil on hibiscus, because I think hibiscus is fruity, and citrus with calendula. And what I basically have done is I've labeled the containers with the ratio, which is, for most of these, 1 drop per tablespoon. So I grind, for example, dried rose petals or dried lavender petals. I grind the petals in my mortar and pestle until they're rough, but measuring them has some meaning. And then for every measured out tablespoon, level tablespoon, I add 1 drop of essential lavender oil. And when I've done enough tablespoons to fill this jar, 1 drop in each, then I put it all back in the mortar and pestle and really grind it fine and really mix that around. And then I put it in this sealed glass jar and I leave it for at least a few days before I use it. I do the same with all of these. And then when I'm making my notes, and I want to really, not just lavender, I want to boost the lavender. I've got regular lavender flowers, or I have the oiled lavender flowers, or the oiled rose petals. And because it's a fixed ratio, if I ever do decide to scale this up because I really like it, I know what ratio to go up to, so that when I'm at a point where I can actually use full drops, I know how much to put in. So yeah, I keep it at a fixed ratio, and that allows me to use extremely small amounts. 1/2 teaspoon of this has got like a 1/16 of a drop of essential oil in it, something like that, or 1/8 of a drop of essential oil, and that keeps it in ratio for small amounts. So hope that's helpful. I think it's the kind of thing that could be applicable to a lot of things which are very concentrated. If anybody out there is, for example, using floral wax or unprocessed orange wax, let me know, because that's the next on my Christmas list when I can afford to get some more exotic ingredients. And I have a feeling I'll have to do a trick like this because I've heard they're very intense. So thanks for watching. And if you have any requests for other incense topics or comments, leave them in the comments below. Thanks a lot.